We are live on the internet,
Hey.
and we can talk about what the hell happened last time. That's the intro for us.
What the hell happened?
Also, we're doing Australian accents today.
Oh,
Tess and I discussed it earlier, so.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Thanks
I'm gonna
for
mark
the-
you down for
no.
that.
Thanks for the heads up.
Oh no, you still got it. You should be able to do this.
I can't
Barnaby.
even do my own accent. I couldn't do a Kiwi accent if you asked me to. Oh, nah, bro. That's about it. That's where it stops.
I've got to put it in the bin.
Being Jermaine,
Jermaine.
It's-
Mine? Oh, yeah.
Flight of the Conchords.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
The only New Zealand reference anyone knows.
Well, yeah, nobody knows Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, but it's not, and it's set in New Zealand, but it's not
That's
New
true.
Zealand.
And now there's Taika Waititi, so
Oh yeah,
it's a different time.
True. This
which is
true.
kind of just a growth that emerged from Flight of the Conchords, really, because he directed a bunch of the episodes. He was friends with them, like all those people. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, he did What We Do in the Shadows.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, not with them. Yeah.
So, g'day everyone. What happened? No, no.
No, do it, please.
No,
It's
I know, I
glorious.
can't. What happened last time? What did we do?
Let's just do an accent swap.
No.
I'll be British. Where last time? I'm not sure.
Oh no, it's Miss Marple.
Where did we start? Sorry, I've put my reading glasses
Sorry.
somewhere. No, seriously, where did we start?
we went and met the King of Breland.
Oh yeah.
Casually, just on the cash, just on the down low,
Mhm.
just like,
Great
we'll
dude.
pop along. Met Captain Talon, the gnome, who I mean, Fennec has instantly become deeply accustomed to.
Deeply accustomed. That's a
Um,
good way of putting it.
Yeah. And whether this is real accustomedness or fake,
Thin line.
just roll with the punches. We travelled to Rote on the first train we have ever travelled on without jumping out of.
Mm-hmm.
We got there safely.
Character growth.
Also, have never been on a train and arrived safely.
Yeah.
The King of Breland basically just wanted to hire us, but was like hire us into his servitude.
Yeah. Buy us, own us.
Yeah, essentially. And he's like a little bit of a man-child. Or a little, do you know what I mean? Like, he's just a bit like, oh, I'm the king, just do what I say. Why are we talking about this now? I've already decreed it.
Yeah, little toddler.
Yeah.
Toddler.
But, then the big thing happened with Ivan. And they have captured an Ivan. Because apparently there is a flock of them throughout Corvair.
That would definitely, the collective noun for Ivans would definitely be a murder.
A murder.
Violence.
Murder's what we're going to do to him. Yeah, there's lots of Ivans. We also learn a little bit about King Boravel. Is that his name? Boravel of Breland? King Boravel? No? Bora.
Boronel.
Bora?
Boronel.
Boral.
Boronel.
Boral. No B.
Boronel.
Boronel.
Yeah.
And we talked briefly about his son, who once attacked a pet tiger, for fun.
Yeah, who I was also like,
Booped them on the nose.
nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Ivan had we did a detect magic to is this really Ivan? And he was all necrotic energy except for his hand, like one part of his body. Oh my god! I've just worked out what it is, but we'll get back to that later. Sorry.
Wow.
I just went, oh, I understand why this hand wasn't working. and he'd been working in a coal mine, in the Black Caps, and apparently lots of other Ivans have been popping up all over Kavir. There's the strange birthmark on his shoulder. Is that right? Yeah.
I think so.
I think the birthmark was basically Talion saying that the Ivan is known to have this, so this isn't like it's not like if it is a copy, it's not a bad copy, if that makes sense. If it's some kind of an illusion, it's not
They've
a
got
bad
the
illusion.
serial number right.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I've written down Rukin King's Aid. What does that mean, everyone?
Rukin was the prime minister.
Ah, there we go. Oh yeah, he's
Or
the
is.
King's Aide. Yeah, or slash, he's actually the prime minister.
Yeah, they were like arguing at various points.
Yeah. But through all of this, we managed to secure a airship to the Mournland. With the caveat that he wants us to go to Metral, like petrol, Metral.
Yeah.
To go. Oh, what did we have to get for him? Oh, we haven't. He hasn't told us, has he?
Yeah, he hasn't said it yet.
He hasn't told us. Good. But before we did that, because it was very much like Fennec was like, "We need to go right now. Let's go. We have to go get Bebbit, who we're trying to rescue."
Bebbit's death is on your head.
Don't say that. But Inkblot was like, "I have to get my book back," so she used a teleportation circle to send us straight into Mulgrave University, where we met Professor Ashgrave and was like, "Take us to the place." And she was like, "Oh, I will go get the master. You have 1 hour." We've now hurried up to the master's office, and we just dimension doored into it, me and Raya, with Fennec in the wings, ready to turn into mist at any moment.
You can rely on me.
Always. I think that's it. Is that it?
I think that is it. Without any more further ado, allow myself to introduce myself. So who jumped in? Is it only you, Inkblot, who jumped in? Sorry.
Me and Raya. I grabbed Raya, so we
All right.
we dimension door into the office.
So you and Raya jump dimension door through the door. Really, you find yourself kind of on this wooden floor. You see stairs going up. Again, the familiar red plush carpet going up, straight up to either side, and you see this big balcony kind of overlooking. It's not. It's not like going to the second story or the third story. It's more like just a little bit of a higher stage of the room. You see paintings. You see like what almost looks like a museum ahead of you. Behind you is the beautiful wooden thick door. 2 plants to either side of you. You hear something kind of whirring, something almost like a clockwork mechanism running. You kind of hear like a and then it stops. As it almost like passes one end of the room to the other. But yeah, looking around, nobody greets you, nobody walks up to you.
And there's a desk somewhere. Ashgrave said something. It's in his desk.
If there is a desk, it would be up those stairs and
Okay.
further into the room.
Raya.
Are you still alive?
Yes, we're alive.
Nothing's trying to hurt you?
Not currently. It's quite big in here. It's larger than I thought.
Oh.
I'm going to turn around. It's the door on a latch. Can I just unlatch the door and let her in? Doesn't look like without touching it.
So there's no latch. It seems to just require a key. The key isn't there.
I can't open the door from this side. Shall we just call you if we need you? Do you want to come in?
I want to come in.
Okay.
You'll have to leave at some point.
This is true. Then come in. Is there a key on the wall? Has he just like hung one up?
No.
Oh.
How do you suggest I come in?
Do you know what? Is there a way we can break the bottom part of the door and you can crawl in and then I can mend it back together?
Do you know it's really hard to hear you? I feel like I'm raising my voice to get through the wood and you're whispering.
That's
Could you
because
speak
I'm
up?
doing it through the crack in the wood. It sounds like you're about 10 feet away from the door.
No. I step closer to the door.
Can't you, like, mentally send things into my brain?
Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up?
Hello,
You can't
Penny.
respond.
Do you want to mist in? I can't see any way to open the door from here.
I think I shouldn't waste the mist spell. If that's okay.
That makes perfect sense.
As you talk about this, I'm going to quickly refresh my page because I still can't see Stan for some
Oh. I'm gonna say. Look under the door frame. Can I see Fennec's feet?
So, I mean, there's a small bit of room where you can see kind of Fennec's shadow moving.
Okay.
Just enough to let the air through, but
How about if I look through the keyhole? Can I see Fennec?
yeah, it's quite a kind of a large keyhole. You can see Fennec walking around.
I could turn you into an ant. And then you could crawl under the door.
Wouldn't that be a waste of your spell? Is there not like a key?
No, I thought there might have been one by the side. I mean, we can look for a key.
Yeah, maybe.
But why would you
for a
leave your key inside the locked room?
But then how will you get out?
I would dimension Doras back out.
No, as in how if the locked room was yours, why would you lock the door and then keep the key with you?
Well, I wouldn't lock it from the inside or lock it from the outside.
That's my point.
So why would there...
You can't with this room.
I'm going to look down to Raya.
Who couldn't hear anything I just said.
Are you okay?
Look for the key! Look for the key!
We need to go look for a key.
I presume people lock doors when they leave rooms.
This is what I told her.
The greatest enemy of a D&D party. A locked door.
Look,
Do you
yes?
Do you want me to just like kick the bottom of the door? I mean, it probably won't do anything.
Kick it!
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
might be quite noisy. But sure. Well, it's not even kicking, is it? I'm shorter now. I forget.
Just headbutt it.
Oh no.
Yeah. I just go with my shoulder at the bottom of it.
Okay.
All right.
Sure. Yeah.
You kick the door. Make an attack.
Great. And how do I do an unarmed attack?
You should have like an unarmed thing.
Oh,
there.
I should really check the door. Oh well, too late now.
No, it's happening. I can't see it on here. But I'm probably looking in the wrong place. Yes, I think it's here. Yes, it's here. It is there. Normal. Attack.
Yeah, with an 11, you watch as Raya kind of pummels forward. The doors open quite easily as Raya just falls through them. The doors weren't locked as such, so Raya just... There's some kind of wood dust goes a little bit flying as it gets caught. The two doors get caught. But yeah, it's open now. It's quite loud.
The doors were not locked. Did we not check it?
I didn't check. Did you?
I just assumed. And with that, you know what? We don't have time. Come on, let's go. Hi, Fennec.
So the door was unlocked?
Apparently.
All right, you run forward.
No, I was about to say something.
Oh, sorry.
Excuse you very much. Oh, no, it's not worth saying now.
All right.
The beat is gone.
Fennec reconsiders by the forced nature of the world. The moment disappears. You run forward. Yeah, you see Fennec. You see the same kind of museum church-like hall rising quite high above you, the ceiling. The two staircases on either side of you. Are you running up the stairs?
Looking on this floor, is there any drawers or cupboards or anything where the book could be stored?
No, it seems like this is kind of almost a foyer or lobby.
Okay. Yeah, then tentatively going up the stairs.
Okay.
Keeping an eye out for any glyphs, any wards, anything odd.
Make an investigation check.
I will help you. Looking around with my friend. Ink blood.
Yeah. So with a 19, looking around specifically, you don't see any alarms. You don't see any kind of any false steps or such. As you reach the very top of the staircase, you see down the kind of hall coming a small automaton, really, a kind of a small clockwork being, just rushing towards you, no smaller than a cat, really. It kind of comes to a stop. You hear the humming of its servos. The gears are ticking as it kind of almost runs down its action. You see kind of small discharges of steam as well. And you see quite an alive-looking eye as it kind of scans you and stops, and kind of just stops there. Looking past it, you see basically what looks to be a museum exhibition room, really. You see 3 large wooden plinths with rather large objects on them, the closest to you being this kind of a large horn that's put out there as an exhibit. Further towards the center of the room, there's a rather fine and delicate looking sword. And beyond that, a third wooden plinth on which stands a very finely engraved metal barrel on wheels. To either side of those wooden plinths in the middle, you see 4 more exhibitions or kind of displays, kind of domed in glass. And on the walls themselves, you see paintings, just kind of illustrating different landscapes, it seems. The desk that you mentioned or had known about is at the very end of the room, kind of against this large glass window vitrine. 1 chair behind the glass, 2 more chairs opposite behind the desk, 2 more opposite it. The desk quite cluttered as well. And there's 2 more hallways at the end of the room near the desk that kind of go to the right and to the left.
And this creature in front of us is just...
It's just stopped there. It's just kind of scanning you, staying a little bit away from you.
Mooted.
Hello.
You speak into it.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. It kind of just focuses on you now.
Can you hear me?
It creeps a little bit closer.
Can you speak back? I love you.
Make a persuasion check.
Yes.
Persuasion check.
That was meant to be
Well,
intimidation.
or a deception. It depends on what
No,
you.
I'm not being deceitful.
Well then.
Just fell in love with it. Okay, persuasion. Advantage.
No.
Okay.
Ooh.
With a 20, it kind of rolls, or rather runs on its legs closer to you. Kind of, and just steam kind of comes out, and it just stands there, ready for something.
What's your name? It's a pretty name. I say out loud. What do you do here? Just being you. Get it. I get it. We're actually looking for something. I'm not sure if you've seen it. It's a book. And I describe the book.
You describe the book. You actually see one of the glass cases contains a book, quite close to the right-hand staircase. As you mention the word book, the automaton immediately runs towards that exhibit and stands in front of it. But as you look, Inkblot, it is not your book.
That's a good book. Thank you so much for taking us to it. Are there, by any chance, 1 second actually. Hey, by the way, I'm talking to the automaton.
Yes, of course. Do you want to maybe keep talking to the automaton, and we'll?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yes.
Me and can hang out. Hey, do you know if there's any other books in here? Say a book like this, and I describe Inkblot's book specifically.
Okay. 1 second. Just quickly looking this up.
It loves me now, though.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Ori is really jealous at this point.
No! It's
No,
Fred
it's up to
Sorry. It's our lucky replacement.
Brilliant.
So as you try to describe the book, you hear another as something like whirs into action inside the automaton, and suddenly you hear another voice just reciting titles, and what must be the master itself. You hear the peace accords of the First Age,
Ooh.
the Goblin Empire, the High Hills, just reciting titles, and it just keeps going.
Hey!
Inkblot,
Oh, sorry.
all I was going to say is that as soon as like the master voice comes over, like Inkblot like freezes for a second, and like untenses and sort of starts meandering to the desk.
Okay.
But there's a different like reaction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you walk past all the exhibitions, all the paintings, entering the very far end of the room. Quite a cluttered, large, kind of dark wood desk. You see on it kind of scrolls, parchments, journals, letters opened and unopened. You see kind of what looks to be kind of prediction tarot cards, a couple of wands, a couple of kind of crystals and candles that you yourself use in your wizardry, in your arcane endeavors. But the book isn't on the desk as such.
I want to go with Ink, or at least I want to be within 10 feet of Ink, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look at the desk, kind of ignoring what's on it, and just look at the drawers and seeing if any of the drawers. I want to do an investigation, just knowing like what could be attach the drawers. I want to look for any runes or any sigils, anything that looks like something is going to blast me or do something awful if I touch it, or an alarm or anything.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Is that something I can give a second eye, uninformed eye to?
Sure. Yeah, you can both look through, while Fennec, you're talking to the automaton.
Teaches speech to the automaton. It occurs to me that you have all these titles in your.
If that's allowed, I assume. Sorry.
Yeah, it's up to you. It's either both
Yeah.
of you or yeah.
Yeah, that'll still be better than I would do without that.
All right. Fennec, so sorry.
These titles in your repertoire, so you have a vocabulary available to you, quite extensive, I would assume. So you know what you could do if you stitch together these words, you could have the power of speech.
Make another persuasion check.
Motherfucker.
Is that what you say?
No.
To these small automaton.
I was just joking. No intimidation. Just persuasion. Ooh.
7. Yeah, with a 7.
That was a
I rolled
perception.
perception, actually.
There
I
you
wrote a 6, so it's actually a 10. So it's still not great, but...
Just roll again. Persuasion.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Okay.
Okay. So, with a 15, you see it kind of the eye sink a little bit as it goes into a deep thought and tries to process this information. Let's see. I've got a list of things that it knows. Let me try and make it say something.
Brilliant.
Exceptional. What's the population of Breland again?
All the things you can ask, like an automaton. That is what you ask.
You just hear an answer from, again, the master's voice kind of stitched together as it goes, bright day.
It is a very bright day. Is it bright outside? Can I ask the DM?
It's actually quite late. I think it's in the middle of the night.
So it's an expression of joy. I also feel joyful in a bright way. That's lovely. Do you have anything else to say?
It kind of looks at it, you in confusion, and then you start hearing the death of time, the sorrow of the soul, the arcane arts and exploration.
It's the story of my life. I think we have a lot in common, actually. Here, come with me. I offer my hand. Let's go see what my friends are up to.
It kind of follows you. You hear behind you the use of fire in demonic rituals as it kind of rushes past you. Still reciting different titles.
And I'm still kind of like humming and being like, that's a good point.
All right. With a 14, you don't specifically recognize any kind of overt without opening any of the drawers. Looking in the seams, looking at these drawers, there's 4 on either side and one kind of thin one in the middle. They don't seem to be obviously trapped, but this is the Master Wizard's desk, so who knows?
Who knows? Oh, here's a question. Visual illusions. No, like true sight wouldn't help me see stuff like this, would it?
No.
I can perceive original. Yeah, okay. I will. I want to go for the middle drawer. I want to very tentatively, very slowly, and as I'm opening it, seeing if it's locked or not, I'm looking for any flashes, any lights. I'm ready to stop it if it happens.
Yeah, you grasp the middle drawer
Mhm.
and pull. It slides open. Isn't locked by anything. You kind of slide it open, and the only thing in the drawer, the only thing you see, is this grid, really, with keyholes, 4 keyholes on one side and 4 on the other. Let me see if I can actually quickly put it into the chat. What it looks like. As the music kicks in.
It's puzzle time.
There it is. It looks exactly like this. Just kind of
you making us play chess.
engraved into, almost like kind of engraved into the drawer itself.
And are the keyholes real keyholes?
Just kind of looking at it, yeah.
Okay. Okay. You know what? Before we descend into this and waste time, Raya, did you not say that you could potentially locate it if it is in a certain radius?
I was just thinking that, yeah. Yeah, give me a second. And I'll rifle around in my pockets and pull out a pronged stick. Sort of hold it in my palm for a little while. And for a while it looks like I'm just waving around a stick and it's not doing very much. Then the kind of golden magic catches on and the stick starts spinning around in my hand without me moving it. As I stall for time and try and find the spell, which I do have prepared. And I'll cast Locate Object and think about Ink's book.
So strangely enough, it's weird. Like, yeah, you can't like, it doesn't feel like it's there. You don't specifically know where it is.
It's like anywhere in the room, I can't.
Not around 1,000 feet.
It doesn't feel like it's here.
Well,
I mean, I think it is possible that if it's hidden really well, it could be here. You know, there's things. The magic doesn't. It's not foolproof. So
I would expect that from the master. Okay.
sorry.
No. Thank you for trying. Well, this looks like some sort of grid. A B2 C3. It's a perhaps locations within perhaps the squares are rooms, or there's an order, or there's a certain square we must locate. I do not know.
If it's a riddle, I'm really not going to be of much use.
Okay. I'm going to go to the other drawers, and I'm going to
You
just
run an
slowly...
investigation detective bureau. just say.
I don't
Not my
think
forte, not my forte.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. All right. Sorry, Inkblot.
Would you like me to hit it for a while or swear at it?
Perhaps as the next attempt. But
Ori
first
can lick it.
if they wish to.
Ori's actually quite intelligent. Ori, have a look at the box.
Ori, I presume, jumps onto the drawer and kind of looks closer. You can see the square through Ori's eyes at this point.
What do you see, Ori? What do you reckon?
Yeah, Ori's under your control.
Roll something.
Is Ori specifically trying to find out something?
Investigate the box for secrets.
Yeah. So, yeah, make an investigation check as Ori.
Cool.
As Ori somehow has a trilby now and kind of is smoking a cigarette. Hey.
What did I roll?
Oh, that's a 16.
It's not bad.
With a 16, the drawer is empty as it is. The only strange thing is that Ori kind of picks up on as he kind of almost like a bat hangs from the drawer and looks underneath the drawer. The drawer is very thin. There's not a lot of room for any kind of hidden compartments really, and this square thing that you're seeing seems to almost open into the air if it would like be opened by these keys.
Very interesting, Ori. I have ascertained that this is a magic box.
Ah, I see. Well, before we start tampering with the magic box, if we can find any other clues or indication of what this thing might be.
Ori, look for clues.
Okay. I'm going to open these drawers as well.
When did I became Shaggy and Scooby-Doo all of a sudden?
You did, yeah.
And Ori is Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. And I've got my automaton who can be the other one, you know, the little one everyone hates.
Velma?
No!
That's what I was
She's
going to
the
say.
best!
Who's the little one?
Scrappy.
Oh, Scrappy Doo.
Oh, Scrappy.
Yeah.
He did have his own spin-off cartoon.
Which was widely reviled?
I can't remember. I was like 8.
Okay.
I don't think I reviled anything when I was 8. I don't think I know what that meant.
People are too picky nowadays.
So, do you wish to continue?
We're investigating!
All right.
Investigate.
I am opening drawers once again, carefully pulling them out, like being ready to stop it if anything magical happens.
Ori's perceiving.
I mean, perceiving the room, sure, kind of looking around the room, flying around it, make a perception check. Inkblot, I would say make another investigation check.
Oh. Nice one, Ori.
Yeah.
Why can't I investigate? There we go. Oh, there we go.
So, with a 29, it's very difficult to perceive this or see this. But, and also at this point, I should have said this, kind of realized this. The large, kind of almost clock tower-like window behind the desk, there's just a constant golden hue, golden light coming through. This is kind of clearly a magical illusion, always being a bright day. But with a 29 Inkblot, as you go to open a drawer, you see the dust settling in the sun. It's very clear to see kind of where the dust is on the desk, on the drawers, and you see there's these just imperceptible kind of how do you say, openings? Not really, but like where the dust is clearer than others. And as you kind of step back a little bit, you see that it is a magical sigil going across all the right hand and left hand side drawers. Not drawn, not kind of engraved into it. It literally is like the dust itself doesn't want to stay on those sigils and is slightly kind of just naturally floating away from them. And you see this very difficult to notice sigil.
Right. Be careful of the doors on the side of the desks. They are trapped or arcanely sealed in some way. I have a feeling that perhaps the keyholes in the middle unlock the enchantments on the outside, perhaps.
Ooh.
Ori, with a 15, flying around. The only thing that Ori really spots is a bunch more of these automatons rolling and kind of running around. They seem to be currently hiding in the potted plants, kind of in that jungle. Some of them high up in the ceiling, kind of staring at you. Yeah, with a 15, I'd say that's it.
Come out, my friends!
Make a persuasion check.
Inkblot just goes, "Shh, what are you doing?"
It's okay. We're all friends here. And Ori will land on my horns. Will kind of like land with a thud, claws crouching around, looking here and there. What a vibe. Ori's such a nice addition to my life. Okay. Persuasion. Oh!
Yeah, with a 6, you hear a bunch of steam being expelled. Kind of a strange copper fluttering going through all of them, but nothing else.
Help me out here. Get the other automatons to come out of their hiding.
The one that you know has been reciting titles at this point and stops now, and is just staring at you.
Do you know anything about keys and unlocking this drawer?
Stares at you.
I'll sink down to its level and be like, what's on your mind?
You just hear creeping things, a study.
Have you met Ori, by the way? And I tip my head, and Ori will make a little noise.
The eye kind of rolls up and quickly, almost like scanning, kind of runs around Ori. And you hear this as it kind of rolls around, and you see the eye blink a bunch of times as if making kind of photographs of Ori.
Yeah, Ori's my other friend, and we're trying to find something that belongs to our other friend, Inkblot, and we were just wondering how to open this desk drawer with all the, keys in it. I'm not very good with keys.
You hear, again, Master's voice as the eye turns to you now, Fennec. Open, unblinking, and you just hear, name.
Ori. Ori.
It kind of blinks and retreats.
Fennec.
It blinks again, kind of almost capturing that.
I don't have a last name.
No, stop, please.
It's way too late. This is done.
Okay. I pick a draw.
Go on. Taking your time, aren't you?
Tell. What? What?
What?
What? Ask your friend. Do they know which drawer the book is in?
Hey, mate, can you help me out? Do you know which drawer that my friend's book is in? Because it is their book. It's not one of the books you know the names of. You know what I mean? Just like you have that eyeball in your head and that belongs to you. And I have these horns and they belong to me. And Ori has these wings and they belong to her. My friend is looking for a book that belongs to her and is a part of her.
At this point, the automaton immediately jumps onto the desk, You see there's journals, there's a couple of books there. Starts offering each one to you. Clearly not being the ones that are ink blots. Seeing that, immediately rushes down to the exhibit, to the end of where the staircases are, where the exhibit of the book is, and kind of points at that.
You can talk to them too. It's they're intelligent, so.
Sorry, I'm looking at this thing and I don't know what it does, and I'm scared that I'm about to do something extremely reckless that may endanger you all, and I feel like both of you should just leave and let me do this.
The automaton kind of runs next to you, Inkblot, and the eye scans you again. Name.
You should probably, lie.
Sort of like can't think and then goes, Dell.
Nice.
The eye looks kind of... You see it scan the length of you as it kind of retreats again and goes, unrecognized.
I just want my book. That's all I want. Can't you help me
Name.
find it? Calestra.
Again, the eye scans the length of you. Unrecognized.
Well, that is what it is. Not that anyone here would ever ask what my real name is. I'm going to destroy the desk. The whole thing. Unless anyone else has a better idea. I'm looking at this thing. I don't know what it is. Or we go through these other rooms, but I fear that we are running out of time, and I'm putting you in so much danger. Again.
I think it's okay. We can take a second. I have some very not as powerful as you can do. I don't know. Do you think we could dispel any of this?
I can't. I've rushed into this without thinking, and I have not brought anything that I need to deal with this thing.
But you've got us, and this may go badly wrong, but we'll cope with that, or not. It won't help just rushing into destroying things, I suspect.
Yes.
Why don't we take 2 minutes? Okay, so there's some keys to open this drawer.
Yes.
And they've each got a number, and they've each got a letter, right? So is it maybe that, do we need a key in all of them? Or maybe we just need... It could be that the master has the keys on him and this is all pointless.
Yes.
Or maybe there's so much stuff around here. Maybe we should just take a few minutes, have a look at the exhibitions. I don't know, maybe it's like a treasure hunt thing, and maybe he's super into that for... I don't know why that would be.
No, that is very... there may be keys around, in here or in those 2 rooms, down there and there. Okay.
We can be quick, but we can start by seeing if that might be a thing, maybe. And worst comes to worst, we can totally destroy this desk.
Okay. Shall we split up, cover more ground quickly?
Sure. That sounds good.
Cool. I'll go with Raya.
Okay. I'm going to go down here, and she's going to wander towards one of the corridor on the left.
Sure.
And see where that goes.
Okay. And I presume you're taking the right one? So down the left corridor, Ingblot, you find a kind of a almost, how do you say this? Like a greenhouse. This kind of a glass room. Again, this golden purple, bluish light constantly throwing kind of shapes. It's almost like you're underneath some arcane magical water or something. There's always these light kind of reflecting and shimmering across what looks to be a teleportation circle in the room. Nothing else. Just a pure teleportation circle.
How is it carved into the ground? Is it like stained? Like what? How is it there? How is it in place?
So there's a kind of a small stone floor stage almost at the end of the room. Make an investigation check for me.
Ooh. No, I don't want to do that. I want to investigate.
With an 18, it is engraved into the stone itself, not chalk. I mean, it has the chalk properties to it. It's been kind of overrun with chalk or redone, but it's seemingly whoever directs the university's work, their office. It's the teleportation circle for the office itself. As you put your kind of hand against it, it's quite warm, hinting towards a recent use, possibly. But yeah, looking around the room, nothing else.
So there's, Rami, there's the teleportation circle. There's like greenhouse plants.
Not greenhouse plants. The glass. It's like
the
room itself is from kind of this almost aquarium-like place.
Oh, I understand. Nothing else in the room.
Yeah, with an 18, nothing else.
Okay.
As you kind of turn around, there's like 4 or 5 automatons. As you're on the teleportation circle, kind of walking back, all of them kind of stop, stare at you. The eyes blink once and then kind of scan you. And again, name?
I've told you. My name is Calestra.
Unrecognized.
Please. Very good. Excuse me, please. Thank you. I'm just going to walk past.
Fennec and, wanted to say Ivan for some reason. Oh no, Raya.
No, this is the big twist.
Fennec and Raya, you walk in to a very similar room, similarly kind of glass everywhere, almost this aquarium experience, light reflecting, almost like when you were underneath Sharak Hole in the waters, you saw the light shimmering, and this time as well. And you see the red carpet leading you to a wooden exhibit, kind of plinth, a glass on it. It's empty inside. There's nothing being exhibited. As you walk closer on the plaque, you see it reads, "The Book of the Closed Circle."
Is that something that's familiar to us, and by which I mean Fennec, because I think Fennec scribed, but Fennec told us things. When Fennec scribed in the Master, did he refer to Ink's book with that?
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
It was on the note as well.
I guess I'll just take it.
I mean, it's an empty glass dome. There's nothing there. It's almost as if it's been prepared for it, but there's nothing.
I'll just check in case.
Yeah, kind of looking at it. Are you gonna actually kind of lift the glass up?
Yeah.
All right. You lift the glass up. There's this kind of sound, almost as if air is being released for the first time, almost as if it had been in a vacuum or something. You lift it up, go through it, just empty air.
What else is around that we can look at?
Looking around the room, it's just empty glass, glass windows. The singular wooden, would you call it a plinth? What do you call it? What's the thing?
Yeah,
A plinth?
Yeah.
It's not quite right.
yeah,
Stand.
it isn't. Display case.
Display case, there it is. Yeah, looking at nothing more. Inkblot, as you reach the hole, you hear this kind of a tearing sound coming from one of the paintings. You quickly kind of scan the room.
Yeah, looking. I'll sort of duck behind one of these chairs, or maybe even tuck behind the desk and sort of look down the corridor, and I'll sort of call out, Fenacry, something's happening. And just looking for wherever this noise is coming from.
Mm-hmm. The noise seems to be coming from from this painting here.
Which painting?
Near the room that you just kind of left, the painting to the right of the room that you just entered back into the hall. And you look at the painting, and you just see this, almost as if somebody's just cutting the painting in the middle with a knife. Just cutting it slowly. Oh, you're muted.
I don't know if this is a stupid idea.
I mean, Fennekin, right? You run back, I
Hmm.
presume, at this point.
Yeah.
You'll see Inkblot has run up to a picture which the knife is cutting through, and where the knife has cut, she is putting a hand on where it's cut, and is trying to cast mending to stitch it back together.
Yeah, as you cast mending, and you kind of pull your hand down, it rips again. It's almost like the broken zipper thing, where you can't quite get it to close. It's just the moment you mend it, it mends and then closes again.
Something is coming through. Hide. And I'm gonna duck behind the desk.
You see all the automatons are running up the length of the walls, kind of standing now on the beams of the ceiling, looking down.
Ori, hide, and I'm gonna. Where did you hide? What?
I'm hiding behind the desk, which is probably really stupid, but it's where the book might be.
Well, can I climb something and hide at the top of a bookshelf?
I mean, you could make a fair distance going up one of the what do you say? These not beams. Oh God, what do you call them? There's no bookshelves per se. Yeah, columns. You could kind of go up them and kind of try and get up where the automatons themselves are.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, make a athletics check for me, Raya. As you just hear, as this painting is being ripped open or cut open, really.
I might just go into the room with the case and just hide the corner with my back to the door.
Okay.
But also ready to jump out. I can't think of anywhere else.
All right. Yeah, Fennec, with a 20, you get up there. I would say everybody roll stealth. Everybody's trying to hide. Everybody roll stealth.
Including Ori.
Well, I'm going to say Ori's part of you. It's one check.
Oh, but Ori is so much better at stealth than I am. Can I please roll for Ori?
No, I'm going to say it's the both of you. You're together. It's going to be... she's an extension of your will, basically. So I'm going to say it's... Unless Ori's somewhere else doing something else.
Yeah, I told her to hide somewhere else. So
okay, sure. Ori is somewhere else. Ori can run on its own. Rye rolled disadvantage for some reason. I don't know why.
Because I'm in heavy armor. So
Oh,
I
that's
always roll
true.
stealth with disadvantage.
There you go. I love that. Ori rolls a 10. Raya rolls a 7. Fennec rolls a 3. Ooh, boy.
I've been muted, but I've been trying to say that I cast invisibility on myself.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Roll self with advantage. Ooh, still a 9. As you kind
I
of
am invisible.
as you duck behind the desk, kind of pulling stuff down with you because you're rushing. From the painting, a strange creature emerges, kind of dripping viscous, fleshy material and blood. You see this collection of hundreds of eyes floating along, trailing kind of ganglia and then dripping almost kind of caustic fluid as it hits the ground. The ground itself kind of sizzles. The carpet kind of is eaten away as if it was acidic, as it kind of just rushes through the painting. At this point, we're gonna roll initiative. I'm just gonna put
Pee break, please.
P break first, and then we're gonna roll initiative.
So is it like just gone in and just is coming to attack, or is this just like to see what we do in order?
Yeah, we'll find out, I guess.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool.
All right, we're on break. Yeah, it's fine. No, it's fine. No, I was making potatoes, not a stew. Yeah. I had, when we had that week of horrible warmth, I was like, I can't see. like looking towards, like, especially like words and like text, I was like, my brain just can't take it. It's horrible. And then you hear about like Lebanon having like plus 50 or something insane, and you're like, that's like, I mean, that's literally death. Yeah, there's no way to go.
So, I'm sorry.
All right.
You wanna get some what?
Oh, well, she's gone.
Water.
Water.
She's dead.
Sugar
Anyway.
in my mouth.
Oh, Ariela died.
Yeah, it's so sad. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative as this oculo swarm comes through the painting. Inkblot, I believe you asked if it seemed hostile.
Mm-hmm.
Make an insight check for me.
Like, yeah. I mean, I'm assuming it is because all of the automatons just ran away.
Yeah, even with an 11, you can see it kind of immediately find Fennec at the very top of on the beams, focusing in on it. All of you, as this creature has appeared or floated through the painting, start to feel your eyeballs straining out of your sockets. Very uncomfortable, very strange feeling. Fennec, do you want to roll for initiative as well?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Thanks for asking. This is a very good-looking monster.
It is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is a kobold press monster, so it's not official 5e D&D. It's like a supplementary thing, which is, they make really weird, cool things. It's cool. I love them.
Very nice.
But yeah, because you all kind of really got low rolls, this creature is
I
not...
didn't.
No, I meant on your stealths, this creature is not surprised. So we're just going to continue down the initiative. And we have Inkblot first.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Quickly hide this.
I'm going to... I reckon... I just kind of look at it and peek out from over the table and... Oh, I'm invisible.
Mm-hmm. It seems to be really focused on Fennec at this point.
I'm going to hold a spell, and if it attacks Fennec, I'm going to release it.
Okay.
If it starts to like move and attack
Yeah.
Fennec, I will release it. Otherwise, I'm going to hold my invisibility.
All right. We have Fennec. You're looking at this thing. Just your eyes trying to jump. You know, you've seen that Guinness World Record guy who has these open eyes and he can pop his eyes kind of out of the socket. It feels like that. It feels like an extreme pressure in an airplane, just kind of pulling at your eyes.
So does it look like it's not attacking though, and Inkblot's holding her spell?
I mean, it's feeling unpleasant, whatever this is, and it's focused on you. It's not quite the automaton who was hesitant about you.
New friend. Another new friend.
Come on then.
I guess I'll attack.
Okay.
I don't want to attack it. Okay. Are you ready?
I don't want to attack the things that's sucking my eyeballs out of my skull.
Okay,
It seems so
fine.
friendly. I want it as a plushie.
It's pretty. I would love it as a plushie. If anyone's thinking about getting me a gift anytime soon, an eyeless blob is what I want. I fully love. Okay. Blight.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So Constitution saving throw.
That's definitely a plant.
Yeah. Can you not place or target the creature? That would make my life easier. I'm always gonna say that.
You never say that, Marmadeus.
Okay. Constitution saving throw.
Did I just target it?
It's okay. 18.
No, wait. I got to do it again because I didn't do it for 5th level.
Oh. Wow. A 5th level blight is thrown from the ceiling towards this creature.
Yeah, it is.
So 49.
I mean, I'm just gonna use the same roll. 18.
So half
Save.
of 49.
All right. So yeah, the blight goes off. A bunch of its eyeballs kind of drop off, almost becoming like stone marbles as they hit the carpet below. All right. That's your turn?
Turn.
Ori's turn. There you go. I have to bring Ori into the thing. There it is.
And Ori is going to...
Where was Ori hiding?
Ori was hiding on the ceiling. Caw-caw!
Kind of opposite, maybe?
Sure.
Okay.
Now let us do a sting attack. Are you ready?
So, I was born ready.
That's good. I'm ready too.
23 hits.
Great. Let's hit. Let's do it.
Aiming at one of the large, weirdly cat-like eyes. Ori goes, and 5 points of piercing damage.
And then, yeah.
It's strangely, as Ori goes for it, only some of her attack seems to go through. It does seem to be resistant to piercing damage.
Ori lets out a battle cry.
Yes, Ori.
And back up to the ceiling.
All right, Raya.
You are muted.
You're muted,
on
Raya.
mute.
Where is Fennec? Because I cannot see him.
Fennec is... Can you not see Fennec? That's weird.
On the ceiling.
Oh, mate. Oh, no, I can't see Fennec too. That's interesting.
Oh, that's weird. Fennec is right where this is, kind of.
Okay. Am I within 30 feet of Fennec?
I believe you're 35 feet away from Fennec at this point.
Okay. Well, I'll step out from behind the door.
Mm-hmm.
Step into the room to kind of where I actually am.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll move 5 feet towards where Fennec is. I'm going to cast Bless on 3 creatures of my choice within range.
Okay.
So that will be the 3 of us.
Mm-hmm.
3-person parties. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, attack roll, saving throw, you get a d4 until I lose concentration, which may well be next round. And then bonus action, I will light up the Sunblade.
Oh yeah, makes sense. Suddenly there's another light in the room from the lightsaber. The Oculo swarm floats towards Fennec, clearly in a harmful way. Inkblot.
I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter
Okay.
and drop. I'm not targeting it anymore. Hold on. Let me target it. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. It needs to make a intelligence save.
Makes it with a 19.
Fuck. Okay. That's it.
All right. The eyeballs, strangely, almost kind of surround you, Fennec, at this point. You have to make a Constitution saving throw. You feel your eyes just kind of, your sockets being pulled, the eye being pulled, your skin being pulled back.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's the d4.
Plus the d4. I can't see anything. Did you roll? Also, you're muted. Let's all do muted.
Muted D&D is the best D&D.
19. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, that's you're fine. You kind of close your eyes at this, and nothing happens.
Bad kitty.
Inkblot.
Okay, my turn. Seeing that it is malicious, and attacking Fennec, not Fennec. This might be stupid. I'm going to step out to the other side of the table. Oh, all the way down the hallway, apparently. Not there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go, like, a little bit close to stand, maybe pressed up against this wall here, where I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to target it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try and blind it. Actually, no. I feel like it knew where we were. No, because it went straight for Fennec.
It did go straight for
Yeah,
Fennec.
so, yeah. No, so I'm going to cast Blindness.
Okay.
Needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
It fails with a 10.
It is now blinded.
It is blinded.
I blinded the 100-eye monster.
Yeah, suddenly, all of them kind of have this glassy eye. What's that thing that gets you weed? What's that diagnosis that gets you the weed from
What
in
gets
America?
you weed? A dealer?
No, like in America,
I know what you mean.
right? It's got a name. It's got a diagnosis.
It's not like glaucoma, is it?
Glaucoma, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Suddenly, yeah, there's this glassy eye kind of thing happens to all of these hundreds of eyeballs. They all kind of become cloudy, and blinded. Okay. Anything else, Inkblot?
Actually, I've got a bonus action. I might try and push it away, push it off with my telekinesis. But let me just see.
So a blinded creature can't see, automatically fails any ability check that requires sight, and also attack rolls against it have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
If it's within 30 feet, I am going to use my telekinesis as a bonus action and try and shove it 5 feet away from me.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I would say it's,
Just see if I can try and shove it. The idea is I'm trying to shove it off Finnick.
Yeah, sure. Is it a
I
saving
need
throw
to
or
make
something?
a strength saving throw of 17.
6. So yeah, sure. You can push it kind of there. as it's not surrounding Fennec at this point.
That is what I do. That is my turn.
All
I
right.
am done.
Yeah, you see these cloudy marbles floating next to you at this point, Fennec. And you are muted.
Okay.
Ah,
I guess it's attacking time. Come on, grab your friends.
With advantage if you're, because it's blinded.
Yeah, all right, fine. Yeah, let's do it.
Plus a D4.
Yeah, I'm not worried. Everyone settle down. I'm
I'm
gonna
only surrounded by hundreds of eyes.
I am just gonna do an Eldritch Blast.
go for it.
Attack with advantage.
Kill it.
25 definitely hits.
Damage normal. Ooh, +4. Wait, plus D4. Let's do it.
That's just
No.
to hit to attack.
Yeah.
It's not damage.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop
Okay,
warlock
next
explaining.
Boulder Eye knows what she's doing, you know.
The great old one definitely doesn't know what anything is doing.
You send your sharks, your mist forward. One of the big eyes, kind of almost like a balloon being ripped in half, just pops. 24, yeah, again hits.
Normal. Boring. Hey!
14 points of
Nice.
force damage. Yeah, again, another eye pops open. The strange acidic liquid inside kind of spews forth. The carpet underneath you is destroyed. Anything else, Fennec? I would say it's kind of in front of you on the beam, hovering. So you could like drop down, for example, but you can't. I mean, you can move through it. You could actually move through it.
Could I do a wrestling smash on it?
Well, like body slam it from the
Yeah.
ceiling.
I think that's a no. I would like to end my turn.
All right, Ori. Wait, how does Ori work exactly?
What do you mean?
Can Ori just always make actions, or is it like it uses your bonus action to do something?
No, it's in the initiative order, I believe.
Okay.
It's in the initiative order. Let's have a look.
I just realized, like, wait.
No, she's an independent creature.
I think
Yeah.
it is. It's like a familiar, but because it's the warlock familiar, it can do more stuff like attack and all of that sort of stuff on its turn.
Okay.
It's just a mate, you know what I mean? Okay, time
It's
to
Ori.
attack. Yeah, what's your question? Okay, cool. An advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sick. Let's do it. A little bite this time. I didn't do advantage.
Ugh.
You hear me?
No, I just
Disappeared
decided
for a
to
second.
leave.
Oh, I was
Just for a moment.
I was just talking. Okay.
Sorry, 16 to hit?
No, I didn't do advantage, so I'll just-
16 does hit, though.
Great, then that's the one we're doing. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and then I roll my attack. This is my first time playing D&D, y'all. Okay.
Level 10.
Oh,
The
do you know
first
what it
time.
is, though? A familiar can't attack.
It can. I think it can if it's the Pact of the Chain.
Is it a
Warlock.
thing? Okay, let's
Yeah.
go with that for now, but I'm gonna check it.
But it literally has attacks.
I mean, all creatures have attacks, but yeah. Anyway, let's go with it now. 4 points.
What would be the point of me having a pact of the chain if it couldn't attack? You know what I mean?
It's for you as a warlock to get a familiar at all. Is also part of the Pact of the Chain. But let's go with it attacking for now, and then we can always retcon it and just go back in time and just do the fight again. No. All right, 4 points of damage as it kind of claws at one of its eyes.
Oh, it bites. Pop.
Bites. All right. Anything else from? I presume it would fly over.
Dart away.
All right. Right.
Yeah, to fly over. Whoa, it's so small.
Okay, there'll be no points for guessing what I'm going to do. It's the main thing I do in all fights. So I'm going to run over. Am I close enough? Yeah, that's fine. And I will try and hack off as many eyes as I can with my lightsaber.
I will say it's kind of 20
it's
feet up
high.
in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's no way I'm getting up there.
You would have seen this, so if you want to
Yeah, that's
reconsider.
true. Well, I can't really cast it. You can't cast other spells when you're concentrating, is that right?
I mean, you can cast cantrips, I think, right?
And you can cast other spells that aren't concentration spells.
Don't require concentration.
I don't have any cantrips now.
Other spells that don't
Yeah.
need a concentration, then yeah, that's fine as
Okay.
well.
Oh, I'd forgotten about that, so...
I as well, but Barnaby helped out.
Oh, I don't have...
You can always chuck your weapon at it.
As much as that's always a great move. Also, I'm not... I think the blade would go out when I'm not holding it,
That's
right?
true. Well,
So-
check the hilt at it.
I mean... yeah, the hilt could kill it, I'm sure. Okay, why not? I'm gonna cast Command.
Okay, go for it.
And I'm gonna say approach.
Approach. Wisdom saving throw. That's a 7.
Yes.
Fails.
Or follow. Yeah, it's not even. It's charmed or anything, which is annoying. So yeah, it has to approach on the next turn. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. So on the Oculo's turn, it immediately floats down towards Raya. Fennec, you could get a melee attack of opportunity.
And so I shall.
Mm-hmm.
Get on my Sunforger. Target. Are you ready?
Born ready.
Smash to smithereens. Attack. +4. 1d4. No more. Oh wait, no, it's advantage, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sick. I'll do it again.
11 would have missed.
Yep.
Yeah, 25 is a hit.
I probably am one-handed, I imagine.
Yes. Because
Where
you...
did your other hand go?
Oh.
Sorry?
I'm just wondering where her other hand went.
What do you mean? I have to hold on to the pole.
Don't worry. Don't worry. It's a shit joke.
6 points of straight-on bludgeoning damage with... Again, it doesn't seem... It's not easy to hit, like, floating eyeballs, so it's not quite the damage that you were hoping for, as it floats into Raya's and Ori's space. This approach doesn't mean it can't attack, right? Or like, do a thing.
Well, it says I know with like with drop and things, it is holding.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Ending
drop
its
whatever
turn.
holding and then ends its turn.
Ending its turn if it moves
If it
within
moves
5 feet.
5 feet.
Yeah, so if this eyeball collective, this communist eyeball floats towards you, and you just see it kind of almost the mole kind of like marble-esque kind of floating around you at this point, clearly surrounding you. It has some kind of a will to want that, but it can't do anything beyond that. It ends its turn. Inkblot.
I am going to. Oh no, I'm not going to attack. There we go. I'm going to cast Chill Touch. You see Inkblot sort of reach out her hands, and her eyes kind of flash demonic red for a second, and this like claw, like a mage hand, but it's a claw, extends from her and just goes, and this spectral hand just tries to pop one of the eyeballs.
All right. Roll attack.
Oh, 16?
16 hits?
Yes. I'm going to damage it. Normal. 6 points of necrotic damage. And it cannot regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And then with my bonus action, that is it. Actually, no. With my bonus action, I'm going to pull out my scholar from my book, my spectral little scholar. But this time you see it where before it's been like a proper face. This time it's just like a blob, like just a bit of light. There's no sort of features to it. It's just empty.
Mm-hmm.
Featureless.
All right. You're not moving, I presume, Inkblot?
I'm going to get to the other side. Oh, no, I'm going to give myself some distance. I'm going to come down behind this pretty vase.
Okay.
Somewhere over there.
Cool. Fennec.
I'm gonna do some Eldritch Blast.
That makes sense. You're a warlock.
Don't box me in. Attack. Advantage. Oh, I didn't do my plus. Is that fine though?
24 hits.
Let's do it. Damage. Yes.
14 again.
Nice.
Damn. All right.
Kill
Yeah,
it,
it
kill it,
looks...
fire.
A bunch of the eyeballs are now just stone marbles on the floor.
And again.
27 hits, definitely.
Come on, 14. It's not bad.
11 more points of damage. This thing is really struggling, but holding on.
Ori's turn.
All right. Ori is surrounded by the eyes. Takes a bite at them.
Oh, you're supposed to be poisoned, maybe. Because I did a sting on you. You have to make a Constitution saving throw of 11 or become poisoned for 1 hour.
It's an 18.
Okay. Let's do it.
12 to hit, misses. Finally, something misses this creature.
Did you roll with advantage because it's blind?
Oh no.
No, I didn't.
Also,
no.
hold on. It does get to make a charisma, Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns. So I think it's had a turn. Sorry.
That's all right. That would have been an 18. So it is no longer blind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There you go. So no advantage on that Ori attack.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
Is Ori done?
Swear in Draconic. She's gonna be like, fucking. I won't say the rest. It's not appropriate.
Fucking dragons, mate.
Oh, fucking eyeballs. Eyeballs for days. Can't be healthy. Okay.
Is he gonna stay in the kind of mix of eyeballs flying around it?
Nah, she's gonna fly up.
Okay.
But not just like out of it. Not like super out of it, you know.
All right. Is it going out of its space?
No.
Or no. No. Raya's turn. You are currently surrounded by floating eyeballs just fixed on you. You feel your own eyes dying to join them.
Oh.
Yes, this could go very badly. Well, now it's here. I'll try and kill it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm already on my backup body, so if I lose my eyes,
Ha, ha.
I should have said, actually, both Ori and Raya make a constitution saving throw for me.
Cool. And so, will the radius of my thing be? Is it automatically added?
I think so. We'll see.
We will. Oh. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is, yeah. 9 and 11. So both of you are blinded as the Oculo kind of swarms around you. Both of you are at this point blinded before you take your turn.
Okay. Well, that's fun. Ooh, let me... Draw some motion.
My dog is barking in his sleep. So cute.
Oh, so cute.
I have a spell that says this stops the creature taking your eyeballs.
Mending.
Really looking.
Damn it.
Okay, I'll try and attack it. It's
Go
all
for it.
around me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, with disadvantage.
Yeah.
You got this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, boy. You got this.
It's going weird. It's not good. I think I've aimed.
I'm just gonna move him a little bit, if it makes it easier.
Oh, there we go. Disadvantage. Oh,
yeah.
23 definitely hits. You
Great.
just kind of crush down on the eyeballs.
And we're gonna divine smite.
There you go. 10 points radiant and some more possibly.
Yeah, let's do. I always lose where my divine smite is.
Divine smite.
Yeah, just keep going while I just click through found.
Divine smite.
It might be because it's a new character. I don't like specific. Oh, it's under features, I think.
Features. Yeah.
Divine smite.
Thank you.
But I don't know if it works well or not. That's the issue.
Divine smite.
And I like my eyeballs, so.
I think I think you have to do it manually a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to kind of keep track of it.
Is it undead?
I mean, you don't know until you divine smite it, but for the sake of mechanics, no, it isn't.
Okay. But I was going to divine smite it anyway, so.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to divine smite at 3rd level.
All right.
Divine
So I need to check how
smite.
many that is. Wait, so
3d8?
2d8.
2d8?
It's 2d8 at 1st level, so it will be 4d8.
There you go.
So let's. We'll get there. We'll get there, everyone.
No, this is a paladin becoming a paladin, really. This is the damage making thing for paladins. 20 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
I'll stab the blade into the middle of this massive mess, and maybe the light shining through some of these translucent eyeballs. And for a second, maybe it's almost kind of beautiful for this light lighting up the room. And then it all explodes in gore and eyeballs and mess.
Yeah, you watch all these eyeballs kind of swarm around Raya, and then just there's this explosion of light, and all of you kind of have to shield your eyes, really. And then you look back and you see as all these eyeballs turn into kind of marble and stone, falling onto the carpet below. The creature is dead out of initiative. The painting is ripped in half in the middle.
that thing just crawled out of the painting. Someone was trying to open it with a dagger from the inside.
How could the eyeballs open it with a dagger? There was nothing to hold a dagger with.
I'll quickly run over to the portrait. Can I see a dagger on the ground?
So, yeah, I would say it's not per se that somebody had like put up. It's more like it had opened like a dagger had been pushing down on the
I
painting.
understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
But looking at it, just seems wall on the other side. It just seems like a ruined painting. It's as if somebody had just pushed the dagger in and pulled it down.
I think we need to get hasty.
Yeah.
I can destroy the desk. I think.
Are you not worried that if you destroy the desk, you might destroy your book?
The book is a hardy thing. I am not worried about the book.
Or make it so you can't... I don't know how magic works. Make it out so you can't open that.
I will say you have a half an hour. You've spent a half an hour in here.
Yeah. Do not worry about it, but I think it should be fine. Okay.
That's what you want to do.
I will step up to the desk.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll put my hands like along the desk, like I'm trying to break the desk in half, like over my knee. And as I do that, I cast polymorph and I turn myself into a giant ape.
Okay.
Fuck the puzzle. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I mean, yeah, you turn into a giant ape. Sure.
Yep. Polymorph, giant ape. I'm gonna go like more like I'm trying. Yeah, essentially, I just want to like as I turn to giant ape, just pick it up and like just smash it against the ground. I want to ruin the bottoms of the drawers, so just whatever is in it just falls out. Is my plan.
All right.
Can I back up a bit? Compared to the map. I don't want to be right there. Carry on.
I have to look up a bunch of things. Give me a second.
I think that's what I wanted to. I mean, the other thing I was like, oh, I could turn into a dinosaur, but I feel like Inkblot's not seen a dinosaur where Thingy Thing had, Goose had, so I felt like that was appropriate for him. So yeah, I'm going to keep with the giant ape. Giant ape.
Okay. Sorry, just had to check stuff. All right, yeah, you turn into a giant ape. You walk at the
I imagine like as she's trying to destroy it, like Inkblot just like morphs into the ape as she's like lifting the thing up. Like just like one fluid movement.
I'm gonna have to have you make a saving throw. Just bear with me for a moment.
Yeah.
To look that up.
Probably fail, but I'm just hoping the hit points will be enough.
So, make a dexterity saving throw for me as an ape. Wow.
Yes!
All right. So, so you take 9 points of lightning damage as the desk splinters.
Fine.
And at this point, yeah, just scrolls go flying everywhere. Galifar go flying everywhere. Wands go flying everywhere. It's just this mess of stuff. It's chaos on the floor. There's two kind of halves of the desk thrown to each side. The drawers are broken. What do you want to do?
Like, as an 8, like, I don't know. I don't know how you want to rule it, but like, even in 8 form, like, she is so obsessed with getting this book back. I think the intention is still there in the ape's head. That she will just go through tearing books until she has it in her hand.
Okay. Make an investigation check as an ape.
Yeah, this is where it's gonna go really poorly. Oh no, hold on, that's me.
Looking through these tiny human booklets. So annoying. Yeah, just throwing things to each side. You find candles, you find like really interesting kind of salts that's like when you sniff them, they make you feel really nice. And you get kind of distracted by them. The automatons, Fennec, by the way, are all kind of rushing past you down towards the desk. And you see probably 50, 60 of them all kind of staring at the desk, their eyes blinking.
Don't worry about it.
You say
I
towards
pulse
one
out
of them?
mentally.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Everything's fine.
You just
We know what
hear
we're looking for.
ink blots. Loud kind of ape voices.
Bag.
You know about monkeys, right?
They start kind of retreating from the desk, each heading towards a painting.
I think
Uh-oh.
if she's not been able to find it,
No.
I think she's going to revert back to a normal form.
All right.
Uh-oh. Hey, buds. Tell me what you know about monkeys. Who knows about monkey books? Tell me about some books, please. I say to all of them.
They're all ignoring you. They're heading towards the paintings. They're not listening. I mean, they're not. You kind of shoot your message to, 3 of them. A couple of them stop and stare at you and then keep going.
Okay. They're going to the paintings. We haven't had the best of luck with paintings. How does everyone feel?
If there's any coming past me trying to get to paintings near me, can I try and like I don't know how big they are. Can I try and like grapple them or like just keep pushing them away? If there's
They're
just
about the
ways
size
to
of
go and
cats.
try it?
So they're kind of jumping over you and passing you. If you want to take a swing at them.
I want to be grabbing them and throwing them out the way and trying to stop.
Sure,
getting
make an
near
athletics check.
paintings. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
1 second as I roll for them.
Not one.
They're not strong. Oh, they rolled a 0. So with a 9, sure, you managed to grab a hold of 9 of them as 15 others run past you.
Okay.
It seems like, okay, I'll say you've managed to kind of, that painting here, you've managed to keep clear of them.
Okay.
Can Inkblot find her book?
Make an investigation check. As Inkflow rushes into the mess of the desk that remains. You definitely going through stuff. You see books have been kind of broken. There's ones that have been broken. Crystal shatters are everywhere. 20. So with a 20, you find a couple of things that seem interesting to you. One of them specifically, you spot the handwriting, or rather the signature of your old mentor, Del Wildcloak.
Okay. Well, I've got it. I'll
You
probably
pocket
read
it?
in a bit.
You also spot one spell scroll that seems kind of interesting. All of these seem rather kind of copied down as if wizards have done for generations. One of them seems strange as you kind of read through the arcanic runes. It just reads Master's Magnetize, which you're not quite sure, but that seems interesting to you. And lastly, with a 20, you do find your blank spell book.
Right. I grab it. I put it under my arm. I look at sort of the interesting other things in here. He stole from me. I'll kind of say that and sort of look behind me at Finnick and Raya doing whatever they're doing.
Raya's just frantically like grabbing these cat-like things and throwing them away. I'm probably not paying you much attention.
And I'll look at Finnick.
I'll notice you. What's up? What's going on?
I've got the book.
Oh, thank fuck. What wonderful news. You got
Okay.
your fucking book.
Yes, please. And you see like tears are starting to like well up in her eyes. Can you still dimension door out of here?
Yeah. But we can also just open the door, I think.
I wanted to get a head start.
Can we, if we're gonna
I
go,
say-
shall we go? I don't know. I'm worried about these paintings.
Okay, let's go.
as you
Come
can
on,
tell-
out the window. Featherfall.
You're heading
I
towards
totally
the
think-
middle clock tower window here.
Are we all going out to the same point? Is that what's happening?
We could dimension door out the window into the air, then feather fall and would fall. I don't have a token. Do I have a token?
I have a Featherfall. I can cast it. I'll just be out of spells by then. But let's do it.
We can't-
Can you cast dimension door and feather fall though?
Featherfall is through my dragon mark.
Ah, yes. I will grab Raya and start like yanking her towards the window.
I mean, as you're running towards the window, you see the same golden hue, strange purple lightning.
Okay. Would Inkblot know that beyond that window, even with the strangeness outside, that will lead to like an outside courtyard or outside the school or
Make an
university?
investigation
Sorry,
check.
like yeah, sort of knowing her being in the school, would she know? I'm not running very well today. 15. 14.
14. I would say as you've been to other rooms in this place, it just seems like another illusion behind a sheet of glass. You're not sure if it is the streets, the world behind it.
I
Could
was
be.
thinking of dimension dooring down. Okay. I don't know what's beyond that window, but we could dimension door back down towards the teleportation circle and then escape from there.
Okay, let's do it. I'll follow you.
Yeah, so I think moving 500 feet towards, or maybe. No, I'm just trying to think. Like, is the like what is 500 feet away from us in terms of like woods? Professor Professor.
I think we should just run to the door.
Okay.
I would say it's almost 200 meters. 200 meters away would be the kind of central glassed domed central hallway that you walked up from. The stern-looking woman who was kind of doing her homework or something.
Okay, I think what I'm trying to question is like, I think is our route out of here blocked? Sorry, that's what I was sort of thinking. Like with all these automatons, like can we beeline for the door from here?
Oh no, the automatons are definitely focused on the paintings. They're not blocking you in any way. They are almost kind of as you look towards your exit, they are almost kind of trying to form some kind of a machine that's covering the paintings. You hear this weird steam. Oh, hello.
Guest? Secret guest?
There we go. You almost see this kind of a strange that they're steam is being expelled. They're kind of forming this strange mantle. Does that if it makes sense? A vacuum around these paintings.
But we can get to the door, to the stairs and out.
Yeah, they're not blocking you. They're not trying to block you.
Then. Sorry,
All right.
I take that back. Go, run.
All right, you run past all of them, run towards the exit, run through the double doors, towards the staircase going down to the administration office, is where Ashgrave's office would be as well.
As we do that, I touch Raya and Fennec and myself, and I cast invisibility at fourth level.
All right.
To turn us all invisible.
Okay, everybody roll stealth with advantage. Hogwarts, the heist.
RE2.
Yeah, I would say it depends on you. If Ori's on your shoulder, then you would be one being.
Advantage.
All right. Wow. 9, 8, and a 20. So you kind of.
Wait, I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, sorry.
How dare you?
Yeah, so Ori and Fennec kind of rush past everybody. Nobody pays them any mind as you run down the hallway. As you kind of as you're going down the large spiral staircase that goes to the level where you can actually exit, you spot a bunch of students, really, or kind of master students, maybe. One of them being the elven man who was your guide, as if. There's about 12 of them all rushing up the stairs. At this point, Inkblot and Raya, both of you kind of stumble into them, not seeing them kind of rise from the staircase. You hear one of the students go, dispel quick, as they start casting.
Do they hit any of us? Like, do they?
They are trying to hit you. Let me just get.
I'm just gonna keep running until if we get dispel, then I'll do something else.
Let me just check quickly to find dispel. Weirdly, it's not what I expected. All right, so let's say, I would say there's like 3 of them who are casting this. The invisibility is, what level spell is that?
Well, I've casted it 4th level.
Ooh, we're higher. All right, so let me just quickly. Foundry stuff, just mage. Let's say spellcasting ability. All right, let's do it this way. All right, okay, one of them is a natural 20, and one more. 4. So So as a bunch of them kind of, it's very Harry Potter the movie where they kind of try to hit you as you're running past them and sparks go flying down the stairs. One of them, however, 2 of them miss all of you. One of them hits you, Inkblood, specifically, and you feel the invisibility failing as you're kind of falling really down the stairs, not running. You hear behind you, there they are! After them!
I will turn. Well, no, I'm going to keep my back, so not looking at them, so they can't see my face. I want to do 2 things.
Okay.
So it's 12 seconds. I want to cast 2 spells.
Okay.
I would like to cast Disguise Self, followed by another spell. I don't know what would happen after. Like, how are they? Oh, I suppose if we run into them, are they close behind us?
I would say they're like 10 feet away.
Oh, okay.
As you're kind of falling down the stairs, running.
As I fall down the stairs, I throw up a wall of force behind us, just blocking the entire, as I think it's huge wall of force.
It is, yeah. You could definitely cover
10 by 10 foot panels, and I just make a huge wall so they cannot pursue us.
Make an Arcana check for me, actually.
Okay. Oh, go away, go away. Arcana. God, I'm rolling so badly. 9 and 17.
Yeah, I mean, you've got +9 to it. With a 17, I would say you actually, as you're running down and you cast this spell behind you, Stan and Fennec, Raya and Fennec, you watch as this, it's more of a dome rather than a wall that just kind of encompasses them. They kind of try and rush towards you, hitting the force wall. You see another student trying to rush upstairs, hitting another wall. They seem to just be kind of just fishbowled. You rush down the stairs. At this point, you reach the main floor. The woman who was there doing her homework kind of rises up, seeing you, Inkblot, unless you've disguised yourself.
I would have cast, as soon as I'm out of there, I'd cast Disguise Self.
Mm-hmm.
And make myself look like Del Wildcloak.
Okay. Yeah, you make yourself look like Del Wildcloak. As you run past the woman, you hear, Mr. Wildcloak! And you're just gone. Running towards the exits, the doors, I presume, rushing, kind of pushing them open, reaching the midnight crisp air of Sharn. You see people kind of holding wands aloft as they're rushing, quite far from you, 100 feet more than that, down the university grounds, rushing towards the tower, all of them holding up lights from their wands. You can kind of go towards them. You could also just jump overboard, really.
We have to go. We have to get back towards the airship, wherever the airship's going to. We're going for the airship and hide out there.
Yeah.
That's the direction I think we need to head.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
Are you running down the street, or are you jumping over the street?
If we jump over, where is it? Where do we need to go to get to this place?
So you would actually have to go up.
Okay, how far away is it to?
Good question. I would say, let me just quickly check this. On the map of Sharn, which is the place where you're in. Not at all covering that it's loading. Anyway, I think it was...
How far away in time and feet?
So it would take, if you're just walking through Sharn, it would take you about half an hour, 15 minutes if you're just running from where you're at. You're in the middle districts at this point.
I cast fly on all of us. And then I
Okay.
take off.
All right.
Nice.
You can fly now. Let's go, Ori. I never say goodbye to my friend. Oh well.
You jump into the air. Somehow you find this, almost like finding a fourth dimension. You just find this way that you can fly. It's especially easy in Sharn. You find these kind of currents that's easy to follow. Almost like birds kind of suddenly seeing the magnetic fields of Earth, knowing where to go. You just float through the towers quickly, leaving Morgrave University behind you. Very difficult for you to be followed.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna say, you float through. If you want to find a balcony to perch upon for a moment, you could do
I
that.
think we just go straight to the. Let's go straight to the ship.
Yeah, and go. I mean, I don't know how. I don't know how long it's going to.
10 minutes.
No. Oh, how low for us? I meant the airship. Well, we should get as close as we can and then find a place to hide until it arrives. And as we're like kind of flying along, she like stifles a bit and she says, I don't know how to thank you. Thank you so much.
That's all right.
No, I don't think it is. But thank you anyway.
I'm not in the mood for sentiment, so I'm just going to be like, and keep flying.
You fly to the very top of Le Randar Tower, where the skyships dock. There's nobody around at this very, very late, very early in the morning. Nobody's expecting you to specifically for thieves to fly up. You see plenty of crates around. There's a landing pad. Somebody is apparently
thieves.
I know. I'm saying nobody expects thieves to kind of fly up.
No thieves arrive or fly up. Heroes. Robin Hoods.
But looking up, you see a couple of House Larendar ships kind of flying around Sharn as you're on this landing pad. Looking below, you see bridges crisscrossing all levels of the city, connecting the Sharn's great towers. It's quite quiet. You're not on a, you're used to hearing children crying or vendors parking or cursing kind of sky coach drivers. But at this point, it's 4 or 5 a.m. It's you alone on some landing pad. What do you wish to do?
Let's go find a place to hide until we can get onto the airship.
Do you want to get some sleep?
Yes. If it is safe, but I will stand and watch you both if I need to.
Oh boy, but I think we can all sleep,
I mean, are we just like gonna sleep in the corner of the? I mean, are there not any like places we could stay nearby? Like the Eberron Travel Lodge, kind of.
I mean, you can head further down into the tower if you wish.
Or do we not really specifically not want to do that?
We can stay somewhere. I think we should be careful, disguise ourselves.
Okay. I mean, they're going. When we get to the airship, they'll need to know who we are, but.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, then maybe it is best to find a small alcove or somewhere and rest there.
Okay.
do we have bedrolls?
I would say you wouldn't have it with you at this random sky city adventure.
Yeah. I mean, I used to sleep under the stars all the time, so I don't really care what we do.
I mean, I just don't know if it's necessary. I mean, I know.
Do you really want to live a life that's necessary?
No.
Don't you want to live a life where sometimes you don't make the smart choice, you make the interesting choice?
I mean, I think a lot of what's happened in my life proves that yes, that Dick and Sons have not always made the smart choice.
Good. So let's sleep under the stars together.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. I'll Inkblot will start looking around for anywhere, like any sort of like nook or cranny or tiny area to sort of like hidden away.
Mm-hmm. So you're on the landing pads. There's quite a powerful light that kind of goes through the lighting pad itself. Literally a lighting house, really. This arcane kind of just kind of humming past you. Beyond that, you see, looking towards the tower, you see elevators going down deeper into the towers. I mean, it's possible to find a couple of kind of crates underneath which you could settle, like against which you could settle down against.
Yeah, if they seem to be out of the way, maybe out of... I mean, we could always say we are very keen to get going once the airship arrives for us. Are we at the dock that we assume it's going to arrive at? Like, do we know?
Maybe. You have no idea.
Is the whole tower House Lyranda? Like
Yeah.
All... Is there any indication that there's any, like, offices where, like...
I mean, looking down at the tower, you see a couple of lights on.
Oh, so we're not like at an entrance. I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're like
Oh, we're like halfway up it.
helipad here and the tower here, and you're kind of, there's quite cold wind breezing through, elevators going down. Yeah.
I think we're probably as safe going inside the tower as staying here. But again, I maybe don't go outside my comfort zone as much as I should, so I'll save Fennec the bother of saying that.
Look, is this going to be heist number 2?
Well, we're meant to be here, at least. This is... We should be leaving tomorrow.
I just want to hunker down and sleep because I want to leave.
Well, we do that as soon as it arrives. We say, we're Gooseneck and Sons. We're under the King of Breland's order to go to the morning. Please take us now.
So where are we sleeping?
Here, I suppose.
Okay. And I get down onto the floor.
Oh,
Okay.
And I'm like, Ori, come sleep with me. And Ori curls into a ball on my tummy.
Mm-hmm. You see a sky coach come to a halt near the one of the landing pads. You see a kind of silver-haired, older human male kind of walk from the sky coach, walk past you towards the elevator. You see as the wind is quite strong here. It's blowing his hair back, and as he kind of reaches about 10 feet away from the elevators going down, suddenly his hair just stops blowing from the air as if there's some kind of a dome, and he kind of comforts himself and walks into the elevator.
oh, so it's like a public place. Okay, I see.
Yeah, it's not specifically like illegal.
Oh, I'm so confused. Sorry. I
Sorry.
thought we were like... I didn't
understand.
We were
It's a bit like being in an airport
Yeah.
kind of vibe. Like,
Yeah.
but it's not the
I
main
see.
vibe.
Oh, yeah.
An
let's go
airport
down and
where
sleep in the,
everybody
the
has
airport.
planes and can
Let's go
fly.
sleep in like
So
the
a bus stop.
departure lounge.
A bus stop is more.
Yeah.
It's a bus stop.
I understand. No,
Alright.
we're not sleeping in the bus stop.
Okay, I guess I'll get back up. Ori, little prod, so she starts flying.
Mm-hmm. You join the elevator that the man is taking downstairs.
Sure.
Maybe the one after.
Take the one after. You find... Sure, there's a couple of levels. There's kind of an executive level. There's different levels. There's the main level, which is basically the exit. But there's also kind of a passenger waiting level that you exit to, I presume, waiting for your sky coach or your ship. Walking out onto this main level of this massive tower. It's not, this is an airport, really. It's a large space. Most of these shops and restaurants are, of course, closed. There's a lot of sitting room. You see a bunch of people kind of waiting there with their luggage. A couple of places are still open. mainly for people with gold and platinum packages. You see kind of House Lyrandar, platinum waiting suite or whatever. There's definitely a place for that. But it's warm. It's quite comfortable. There's fresh fruit on the tables as well. You spot a dwarf kind of napping on two seats and sleeping and waiting for a transfer. There's an elven family nearby as well, but there's loads of room, loads of space. People are kind of talking hushed because they just don't want to disturb anybody else.
Perhaps this is wrong to assume, but is the King of Breland is sending an airship? I would imagine a call ahead has been done. If we speak to someone, they might be able to put us somewhere. I mean, there was an executive lounge.
It's very possible.
Okay.
I'll stop, and I'll sort of like turn to Fennec. Fennec, I'm sorry. I have put you in some sort of... I know you don't understand, not understand, but I am so grateful for what we just did. And what we just did, seeing all of that, those things, those relics from other places, things that did not belong for them. They have not only stolen my book, but they have stolen countless artifacts and objects that did not belong to them. He is a horrible person, the master. And what we did was maybe not ethical, maybe something I never thought I would ever do, but I am so grateful. And I want to save your friend. I really do, and I feel like I can do so much more to help you with my book, and holding it so close. I will do anything now and make sure that we do what we need to.
Clap. Ink blood on the shoulder. Glad we got your book back. Thank you. Now, shall we find somewhere to sleep?
Okay.
If I may, it'll be very quick. Before we leave, I'm going to do one more slightly reckless thing. But I don't think that'll be very surprising, and I don't think it'll at all impede when we can get on the sky ship. Since we're here, I think maybe I'll write a letter, but I would like to tell Zelaya the information we agreed to tell her.
Oh.
And just go away and see how that goes, you know? Just like drop that there and then go into the morning.
Here's the thing. Is she going to let you leave if she knows you're the heir?
Who? You mean the person who died and is gone?
They're a very powerful house, and we're riding their airship. We put themselves at their mercy.
I mean, this was the whole point of the whole faking my death thing, so was that I would tell them and see how they respond.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit worried. It's like we're about to get on a ship out of here. What if this is like a thing and becomes like interrupts that plan to go get Bebe? Because before we didn't have this direct line to the morning.
Okay, no, you're right. I don't want to sabotage that.
It's just that risk. Like it feels it feels like if I was the person looking for the heir of the house, and then suddenly that person was like, reveal.
But what I'm going to tell them is that there was this heir of their house, and this is who they were, and they have died now.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and tell them that.
What did you think?
I thought you were going to be like, it is I.
No. I'm going to leave a note and say something like, the heir was Stan. Stan died, and her body was destroyed. And that's the information, and then eventually we'll get our wheel, and they'll be like, oh shit. And then Ash can tell me how maybe there's some reacting going on inside the house, and I'll work out what was going on, and then I'll go and kill some of them, and everything will be great.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Yeah?
Let's go to bed.
Okay, great.
Okay.
As in, send the letter so we can go to bed.
Sure.
As she writes it, I'm going to go and speak to a member of staff.
Sure. You find a kind of a sweaty, tanned, teenaged half-orc, greasy black hair, piercings on it, kind of in his eyebrow and tongue, and he goes, "Yeah, well, what can I do for you?"
Hello. There is an airship.
Name.
Gooseneck and Sons.
And kind of wait. He goes back and checks his records and comes back. Oh, yeah. You've been given a platinum. You're early, though.
Via Keen.
Sarah. And you see Sarah, who's kind of a human, walks from the back, shivering, holding up kind of a blanket around her. And goes, "Oh, sure. Oh, just this way." And kind of guides you through the airport into the Lyrandar Platinum Suite, which really is all three of you have separate rooms. There's food available for you at any time. Beverages as well. Entertainment. Anything you would really wish. Imagine the highest luxury that you could get on Air Emirates or some... Not sponsored. You could get anywhere.
Hashtag not Ned.
Canon. But yeah, you have your rooms. You have food. You have drink. There's even a pool for you, a sauna. It's quite nice.
I go
And
swimming.
Sarah kind of shows all of this out, then leaves you to your own deeds.
Thank you.
I rip off my shirt and pants, and underneath you see just...
I mean, we're not watching you change.
No, I'm going swimming.
Okay.
I guess we get to the pool.
I get naked in front of all
abs for days. It's like a mountain range, and then I dive in, the smoothest dive you've ever seen, and it's like I was born in the water, and I swim.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of those bachelor shots in one of those like terrible rom-coms, like a bachelor swims alone in the city in a high rise, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like 50 Shades of Grey vibe.
Yeah.
I know, like, we understand. You're like 50 Shades of Grey? Oh, no, I don't think it's...
Do you want me to be more specific? It's like, no, we got it.
It's in your faces. I just wasn't sure.
No.
Okay.
I would say during this time, as Fennec dives, Sarah would say that your ship is planned to dock at 6:30, so you have 2 hours at least to do what you wish. Not quite enough for a long rest, but
take a short rest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, short rest.
Over the short rest, I would like to use Arcane Recovery, but also copy all of my spellbooks back into my spellbook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also, is the wand still there? that was like the wand of the wand of wonder was used as was the bookmark for it. Like it was attached on like a ribbon. That's where I had it. As well as all my various gems and other things stitched into the cover.
I would say that all those things are there. Although the spellbook itself is blank, the stuff is there.
Cool.
Yeah. As well as the letter or the report that you uncovered, as well as the strange custom spell that you uncovered.
I did not take it.
You didn't take which one?
I took the note to Dell.
Okay.
But I did not take the
spell?
The random
All
spell.
right.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I did not steal.
You only broke the desk.
I only broke the desk.
You pick up a piece of paper with all your plans and you start burning them.
Sorry. It's just like, no. No, I've done that wrong again. Sorry, I'm trying to give myself, I'm trying to do arcane recovery. There we go.
I think the letter.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe.
I like it.
I am listening, I promise.
No, it's fun.
But yeah, I'll copy everything back in, and then while Fennec is swimming in the pool, Inkblot will summon her arcane scholar. Hopefully, still trying to capture the same scholar who she always summons from the book.
Yeah, you kind of cast aside the old spellbook or the new / old.
The new old one.
The light of the book reappears again, kind of pale bluish, floats towards you and stands there.
Oh, it's good to have you back. She'll just sort of like close the book and like sat like in all of her clothes, and like she's probably got a cardigan from somewhere, like on one of the decking chairs, like not dressed for a swim at all, just will sit there with her book.
As the light...
There's
go
an
ahead.
aura of raw sexuality and prowess. Just every lap, it goes larger and larger until, like Stan's probably in the other room. It's just emanating. And you're like, what is that? It's overpowering. Anyway.
What is it? It's overpowering. But at this point, as the light kind of shimmers in front of you, Inkblot, you hear this very deep, unnatural, almost kind of like glacial or rocks kind of rubbing up against each other. Just kind of the sound coming from the light. And you hear a question. And you hear, "Warden, what are your orders?" And the light just stands there and kind of blinks for a moment and then shuts off for a moment and comes back on. And we're going to end today's session here.
Oh.
Well, that was a nice puzzle that
I'm sorry. My brain, I was just like, I can't work
No, it's
this out
fine.
today. I was like looking at it for ages. I was like,